Come to the 14th Annual Garden Palooza April 2nd at 4 Point Farms. See over 45 plant growers and garden vendors. Free parking and free admission. Stop by and enter to win a garden arbor from Garden Gallery Ironworks. Garden Palooza, Saturday, April 2nd at 4 Point Farms in Aurora.
So William, what's with this flag?
We're saying welcome spring and welcome to another episode of Garden Time. Welcome to Garden Time. We are out here at the beautiful Farmington Gardens, and although we did lose an hour of sleep when we sprang forward, we also gained a lot of beautiful spring color, which is available at garden centers all over right now.
And speaking of spring color, we'll be out at Wooden Shoe Tulip Company talking about the Tulip Festival that is starting a whole week early this year.
We'll also be showing you how to plant some beautiful summer blooming bulbs.
But first, spring trees. Well, I am very excited to be at the new location of French Prairie Perennials. I'm with Rick Naylor, and Rick, it's so great to be here at this new location in Aurora.
Oh, we're so excited to be here. It's a much bigger space. It's a much better building. A lot easier for customers to get to us now. There's no traffic issues, and it's a lot more convenient from the Portland, Vancouver area. So we're really excited to be here.
And you know, nothing really has changed because you still have beautiful things for the home and unique plants for the outdoors.
Right, exactly.
So
Except we'll have more now.
Oh, that's even better. So what kind of things did you find for us for some maybe spring interest and all year interest?
Well, I brought three things in for you to look at today. The first one is a Japanese white pine called Tanama no Yuki, or Snow in the Valley. How it got its name, Snow in the Valley, is the new growth is white. Very slow growing, over a 10-year period of time, maybe 2 feet by 2 feet. But the interesting thing about this plant in the spring is when the cones come up, or cones, I'm sorry, when the candles come up, the candles are bright pink.
Oh, wow.
Which is really, really unique and really unusual, and it makes a very, very pretty plant. Almost kind of looks like a birthday cake kind of deal.
And how big will that get?
We're looking at 5 feet by 4 feet or so.
So it's really going to grow really minuscule amount every year. So it's nice for a small garden.
2 to 3 inches a year.
Very cool. And this is beautiful. What is this?
This is an Arizona cypress called Glabra aria. This is more of its winter color that it's in right now. The great thing about this plant is when it flushes out new growth, it's kind of a buttery yellow color. And it's really, really pretty in the spring. And that buttery yellow color lasts clear till fall before it gets back to more of this kind of blue, green, and gold.
And that'll be so pretty with other greens around it, and just really would be striking in a landscape.
Absolutely, absolutely. It makes a really nice backdrop for other plantings in front of it.
And is it going to be another slow grower?
A little bit faster.
Okay.
This one's going to grow 6 to 10 inches a year. Ultimately, will be a 30-foot tree, but that's over, again, a period of about 20 to 25 years.
So not that, really nice for a focal point then.
Right. Right.
And then a deciduous tree, which is really fun to have, and this is a great one.
Right, this one's really fun. Now, this is a very rare tree. This is a snake bark maple called Esk Flamingo. And when the leaves come out in the spring, they'll open up as kind of a bright pink, and then we'll go to a kind of a creamy green and pink variegation with the underside being kind of a bright purple.
Wow, and I love the bark. It has that really traditional snake bark with these lines in it. Very pretty.
Right, the striations in the bark, actually as the tree gets more prominent in the winter, the striations have a lot more pink in them.
Very nice.
Really striking as they get bigger and very unusual. Also, the new growth in the spring with the new branches will be bright red.
Wow, really something to see.
Right, it's a great tree.
So really always interesting things that you have here in the yard, but look at this show house here in the store.
Oh yeah, this is just a great, we have the hardwood floors. I mean, we're really excited about this whole new location in here. We're able to show things off much better. We have a lot more space so we can carry a lot more things and get them out for the people to enjoy. So yeah, it's great.
And I see that you have a new person here, and Paul, come on in. So I know that you're always busy with visual scaping. So if you're not here, we can come in and talk to Paul.
Right, Paul's very knowledgeable. He comes to us from Denver, Colorado. Has a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge with rare, unique, and unusual plant material, which is what we do. And so we're very excited to have him.
That is great. So really, you have to come out and see the new place, French Prairie Perennials. It's in Aurora, so go to gardentime.tv. We'll click over their website. Come in. You might get to see Rick here, or come in and talk to Paul, because he's really knowledgeable too. Well, thanks so much, and really congratulations to both.
Thank you.
Garden Time is brought to you by Portland Nursery, a passion for plants, a nursery for plant people.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Portland Nursery. Gardening makes for wonderful family time. Whether it's updating your landscape or planting a veggie garden, at Portland Nursery, our great selection and staff of professionals can help ensure your family's success. Visit portlandnursery.com for a list of our classes, events, or sign up for our newsletter. Portland Nursery, let our family help your family grow at 50th and Stark or 90th and Division.
For over 100 years, Collier Arbor Care and Bartlett Tree Experts have provided tree and shrub care services to the Portland metropolitan area.
From large tree and small shrub pruning, tree removal, and stump grinding, we can handle all your tree care needs.
Our arborists diagnose and treat your toughest insect and disease problems.
We also have organic solutions for growing and maintaining healthy gardens, as well as organic nutrition for your trees and shrubs.
Collier and Bartlett, environmentally friendly since 1907.
Over the 30 years that our family has been in the nursery industry, we've learned that anyone can supply a customer with plants and garden supplies. But it's supplying those plants and supplies backed by a knowledgeable staff that can transform a garden and take it from ordinary to extraordinary. That's what we do at Sagawa Nursery. Why be ordinary when you can be extraordinary? Sagawa Nursery, growing beyond the ordinary.
Since 1926, Bonide has worked with homeowners to make their homes and gardens beautiful. If you have a garden problem, Bonide has the answer. Get a lawn that all the neighbors will envy with Bonide's DuraTurf grass seeds. Full sun to dense shade, DuraTurf is self-repairing, disease and insect resistant. Visit Bonide.com to find a local retailer and to download your free Bonide Problem Solver app for your iPhone or Droid.
Planting season is here, so let the winter gray explode into beautiful spring color with the help of Farmington Gardens. Walk our gorgeous display gardens and spacious greenhouse. Paved and covered paths and indoor shopping make it the perfect spring gardening experience, rain or shine. You'll find colorful plants, trees and shrubs, primroses, pansies, perennials to add fragrance and beauty to your home inside and out. Open 7 days a week and just a short drive out Farmington Road in Aloha. Farmington Gardens. We're growing for you.
You know, here in the Pacific Northwest, if it's spring, you know you're going to find us out at Wooden Shoe Tulip Farm and celebrating tulips, which are blooming right now, aren't they?
Well, they're just getting ramped up. We are certainly starting.
Yeah, that's true, and I can see color everywhere already, but tell me what's going to be happening this year at this wonderful event that goes for like 6 weeks this year, right?
Oh, we've got all kinds of things. We've got some races, foot races. We have a dog race. We've got the Spark Show. The Spark Show is for the gentlemen. Now, when we started this business, you know, with flowers, we're mostly women, you know, and so my dad had a steam tractor, an old-fashioned steam tractor. And so it was kind of to keep the guys occupied while the women bought flowers and bulbs, you know, a marketing ploy. Okay, so what we've done is a Spark Show is where at night they put some pressure on the steam tractor and out the top of the stack come all these sparks.
Oh, wow.
So check our website. We've got information about that.
And a little bird told me that you're the only place here on the West Coast that does that?
We were the first place. We tried it last year. First place that had ever been done on the West Coast, and it's never been done anywhere else yet.
And you also have a brand new tasting room.
Ah, yes,
right?
Yes. You know, due to changing economic things, we've gone into the wine business as well.
There's no sin in that now, is there?
Well, you know, well, we looked at it and we have lots of people who come out and lots of people who enjoy wine and flowers.
Yeah.
And in addition to, so we have wine tasting every day. And also in addition to that, check our website, we have a wine tour in the afternoon where you get a little ride around through the field, a tour of the farm and drink your wine and a little special care. So check out the website for that.
I have to say that people all over the world take pictures of sunrise and sunset, but your hours don't include those. So what can people do if they want to come in early and take pictures?
The secret is you need to buy a season pass. Season pass holders, they're available online or you can purchase them when you come in at the front gate. And they're good all season. How many people you want to pack in the car, it gets you in and out.
Nice.
But the nice thing about a season pass is you're allowed in an hour before sunrise.
Wow.
So you can be all set up for that sunrise and stay till an hour after sunset.
And it really, I mean, there is stuff, especially every weekend, you've got all kinds of stuff going on, but you can still come out here during the week and just take pictures of beautiful tulips everywhere.
And oftentimes the weeks are some of the best times to be out. You know, but it's one of those things that I tell people is watch the weather. If the weather is nice, you know, check our website. We do post what the field's looking like, but once we start getting color, any nice day is a great day.
Yeah.
If it's pouring down rain and the wind is blowing, it can be full bloom and it's not quite as fun.
So Karen, it seems like this is early again, but you have a different take on that, don't you, for the blooms?
We do, because it varies from year to year. We never know when the bloom's going to happen. It's all weather dependent. And this year, yes, we're earlier than we have been, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
But some years, we didn't even start to see a flower until like the 1st of April.
Wow.
So it varies a lot. So check our website. We post every day a picture once we get going, what the field looks like, so you know what stage of bloom we're at. And so do check the website for field report.
Nice. Well, you know, it is true. This is really a worldwide place. People all over the world know about it. You had how many countries last year?
Over 140 different countries last year.
And every state.
Oh, and every state.
That's wonderful.
That was quick.
Well, fortunately for us, it's local. So if you want to come out here and see what's going on, go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website. You can get a listing for the whole 6 weeks of activities going on. It really is a pleasure, and it's always beautiful out here. Thank you so much, Karen.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing you later.
You know, so many of us are thinking about space nowadays, and so we look for vertical gardening spaces. And we found this one out at Drake 7Ds. And the thing I think is, well, there's so many things that are cool about it, but I love that it's really pretty, just empty, without anything in it. It's got great color and structure, and it comes in 2 different motifs, a tree form and a modern form. And these are great vertical gardens by a company called Mobile Grow.
And what I like about it, it's really easy to assemble. It's really just 1 bolt and 1 screw to put this whole thing together. And you can use it inside your home or outside. The water kind of goes between each of the different boxes, and then there's a catchment tray at the very bottom so it doesn't damage either your deck or the inside of your home.
And because it can be indoors or outdoors, it's great for houseplants. It's also great for all kinds of shrubs and perennials outdoors, but with 9 cubic feet of plantable space, it's wonderful for vegetables.
So if you're looking to add some vertical gardening to your home or your deck, please go to Drake 7Ds and you can see it right here, or go to gardentime.tv and we'll click you over to the Mobile Grow website.
Garden Time is brought to you by Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
They had to take the car, they had to get it open with the jaws of life, take me out on a backboard, took me to a Trauma One center. I absolutely feel like the Subaru saved my life.
Well, we trust Capital. We trust our salesperson here, Jackie.
Jackie's great. I believe that she really cares about us.
She teaches me about the Subaru.
Our way on the Parkway.
At French Prairie Perennials, we take pride at being different. From rare, unique, and unusual plant material and handcrafted garden art to our visualscaping program, we can help you create an outdoor living space as unique as you are. Our gift shop has home and garden decor and gifts for all occasions. Visit us at our new location in Aurora, a quick drive from Portland off I-5. French Prairie Perennials. Outdoor living elevated.
Millions of tulip bulbs transform this farm into one of Oregon's most beautiful events. The Iversons invite you to the Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival, presented by Silverton Health. Enjoy a tulip market, food and wine, and fun for the kids. The Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival, open daily 9 to 6, now through May 1st.
Since 1982, the Wall has been making local gardens beautiful, naturally. Whether you need a new wall, concrete patio, fire pit, or driveway, the Wall's expert craftsmen can build it. We back up our work with a 5-year warranty, so you'll know it'll last. We use the highest quality materials, including stamped colored concrete, natural stone, and we're the leader in using recycled concrete. Create an outdoor environment you'll enjoy for years, with the help of your friends at The Wall.
Locally grown, fresh from the farm, stylish and sustainable, your dream yard starts at Owl's Garden Center. Brighten up your outdoor spaces with colorful, easy-to-grow pansies, now on sale for just 89 cents each. We've brought in a huge variety from the farm where we grow all of our plants with care, so you get the brightest, healthiest pansies available. Many colors to choose from, and they're on sale now. Al's Garden Centers in Woodburn, Sherwood, and Gresham.
So it is that time of year when we are going to be visiting with Jan McNeilin again for Tips of the Month, and we're in a greenhouse because it's still pretty chilly out there.
It's mighty chilly outside, sure.
So what tips do you have for us this month, Jan?
Well, most of the tips revolve around the fact that I haven't really done anything since November.
It's not just because you're lazy. You've had a lot going on in your life,
No, actually, between pneumonia and shingles,
right.
I've been doing nothing.
So really, a lot of the stuff you're going to show us is what nature does all on her own, right?
Yeah, and I've got the best thing that happened was this new idea. If you don't plant bulbs in the fall and you leave them in a bucket and they have a little bit of water in them, you're going to have a nice big bouquet.
A nice, beautiful bouquet
of daffodils. And I kept thinking as I walked by, oh, I got to plant those. And so I just threw them in the greenhouse, and they had a little water in the bottom of the bucket left from rain, and that's all it needed was. And I came out and saw in the greenhouses, they're just blooming like crazy. So all this is just a bucket full of bulbs.
Oh my goodness.
And hardly any water at this point. And so I'm not advocating doing this, but it could work.
Obviously it could.
And same thing with garlic. I mean, if you just leave little garlic cloves in, you're just all ready with with roots and all. So it's been a good test actually to find out things that you thought would freeze, and you didn't get to them, and then they didn't, and things that are making it through. And we didn't have a harsh winter, but we had some freezing temperatures.
We did, yeah.
Right now, the soil temperature, we just brought this in from outside. It was lower than 40. The soil was about 36 when we brought it in. So the take-home message is when the sun shines in February, March, and early April, and you feel like spring is here, summer's here, it's not. And that you just have to think about cool season crops and not planting too soon and not losing. I mean, the nurseries are full of good stuff right now, but a lot of it you cannot plant outside. If you have a greenhouse like this, you can get some things or some grow lights in the house or something. You can get some things that give it a head start. Sure. But planting tomatoes outside until, say, mid-May isn't going to work.
And you're still a big proponent of using a thermometer.
Soil
Just stick it in the ground and see what really is below the surface versus what we feel out top here.
Yeah, on the Extension website, there's on the Ag Communications, there's a publication called Growing Your Own.
Yeah.
And it lists vegetables, especially on soil temperatures that you need it to be a certain temperature before they're going to do well. And if you plant things out before it's time, let's say you saw some marigolds and you want to put them in a pot at your front door right now in March, they're going to sit there and turn purple and not grow until the soil temperatures are high enough.
So really pay attention to that.
Yeah.
And I have to ask you, what about roses? Is it too late for me to cut mine?
Well, it can't be too late because I haven't done ours yet.
That makes me feel better.
So the reason you do, in February is the time to prune your roses.
Sure.
And the reason you do that is so that you get that new growth, and the more new growth you have, you're going to have more roses and sooner. We're just not going to have them till mid-June instead of early June.
Well, and I have a question. We had a guy send us an email to the show and ask about coffee grounds because of putting them on your yard. What do you have to say about that?
Well, coffee grounds are organic matter. It's the ground up beans.
Yeah.
And so you're adding organic matter. You're probably, helping to, like a compost, you're helping to loosen up the soil a little bit. You're not necessarily fertilizing anything. And some folks think that that reduces diseases if you put it around the base. And so maybe, but so would any other clean mulch that would keep water from dripping down onto the soil and back onto the plant for diseases. So I would say they're great to use. They're not necessarily any miracle cure for anything.
But certainly nothing wrong with just throwing it in the compost pile either.
No. and mix it up with other things in the compost.
Well, you know, I love this time with Jan, because we have all been there where our winters didn't quite turn out the way they were supposed to, and we can see that nature can pretty much hobble on alone without us for some point.
I'm going to get out here pretty soon and start cleaning it up.
There you go. Thank you so much, Jan.
All right, see you next month.
Welcome to Drake's, not your ordinary garden center. Grab a cup of coffee at Antonio's and wander the nursery for the perfect plant. Check out the landscape design showrooms for ideas, then meet with a designer. Come pick out a bouquet of flowers for dinner or for that someone special. Find something distinctive for your home or your garden. Imagine the possibilities and let Drake's turn them into realities. Drake's 7Ds on Southwest Shoals Ferry Road in Portland.
Millions of tulip bulbs transform this farm into one of Oregon's most beautiful events. The Iversons invite you to the Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival, presented by Silverton Health. Enjoy a tulip market, food and wine, and fun for the kids. The Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival, open daily 9 to 6, now through May 1st.
Spring is here, and it's time to get a jump on the season. The Greenhouse Catalog has all the equipment you need to enjoy your garden year-round. First, a seed starting kit to pamper your little seedlings. Then, when the time is right, give them a little nudge outdoors with a cold frame or a heating coil. Soon, you'll be enjoying tasty, fresh vegetables from your greenhouse or your garden. To find everything you need to start growing, go to greenhousecatalog.com.
At Garland Nursery, you'll find
top quality plants,
4 generations of garden know-how,
fun and fantastic garden decor,
and the best in garden supplies.
Come visit us at Garland Nursery.
Since 1937, inspiring beautiful and bountiful gardens.
Your garden is only as good as the ingredients you use. That's where Black Gold can help. Black Gold Seedling Mix is formulated for successful seed germination and strong seedling growth. Black Gold Seedling Mix is organic and OMRI listed, so you can start this year's organic garden outright. Look for Black Gold at your local garden center or go online to blackgold.bz. Black Gold, all the riches of the earth.
Welcome to Blooming Junction, where it's easy to connect with nature. At Blooming Junction, you'll find beautiful, healthy plants, good, fresh food, and a place to regain peace and calm in your life. We have an unsurpassed collection of unique and distinctive plants and the expertise to help any gardener be successful. And we feature Blooming Advantage plants. Come check out Blooming Junction for an inspiring experience in the garden or in the kitchen. Blooming Junction, offering quality plants for beautiful gardens.
I'm at Portland Nursery on Stark Street with Sarah, and Sarah, you have blooming tulips. That is pretty cool.
We do. We've got lots of little blooming bulbs that are coming up. You've seen them all over town, and we've got them here too.
And you've kind of cheated just a little bit, because all of us that have forgotten to plant them in the fall, you can come in and get them.
Yes, so they should. A lot of them should have been planted in bulb form in the fall, or I won't say should. They could have been planted in the fall in bulb form, and now they're coming up. So if you missed that boat, you can come in and plant these right in the ground. It's recommended actually keeping them in the pot. So plant them in the ground, and your friends will never know that you didn't plant them in the fall.
And you know, I think it's nice when they're in a pot, because then you can pull them out when they're done blooming, and you don't have that foliage kind of losing its beauty in the beautiful beds.
Yes, very true. And then right where that hole was, you can replant those bulbs. So when you do pull it up, you'll want to put them back in the ground, and then they will come up this time next year.
That is true. So then you got you're all ready then for next year.
Yes.
But you also have at the store right now, you have all the summer blooming bulbs.
Yes, now is the time to be putting those bulbs in the ground. And one of everyone's favorite, the tuberous begonias.
Oh, they are gorgeous.
The star of the shade garden. And we've got lots of different varieties of those. So those can go in now, and we recommend, you don't want to just throw them in a clay soil. You want to amend the soil just like you would with anything else. Would really recommend a bulb food, because all of the energy that's going to produce this gorgeous, summer flower is in there and needs some nurturing now.
And I love that in these boxes that you have, because you're not taking a package home, there's little tags. So you have all the information that you'll need to kind of make sure that you're growing it as best as possible this summer.
Yes, definitely don't forget the tags. I have done that, mixed them up before and not known which one was which, and it worked out okay, but definitely keeping track of what begonia will be which one is, or which bulb in general will be which is important. We've also got these like pre-packaged packs here that you can just take home. Lots of pictures. These all have directions on them as well. So it's a great time to just be planning. It's a really easy and cost-effective way to have a gorgeous summer garden.
And I know for extra tips, on your website you have this great bulb chart, how to plant them and how deep to plant them, because you don't just plant them 2 inches down, 4 inches down. There is a kind of a little method there.
There is a difference depending on the type of bulb. So we do have a nice handout on our website that can be really helpful. If you plant them too deep or too shallow, it's not going to make for the best results. So.
Right. But and they also have great staff here. So you come out, you choose all your bulbs, and then there's all kinds of staff here at the Stark Street store and at the Division store to answer all your questions. So thanks so much for being here for us and really helping us along.
Thank you.
We want to thank you for watching today, and we want to thank Farmington Gardens for letting us hang out. And remember, Garden Palooza is just 2 weeks away.
That's right. Garden Palooza out at Fur Point Farms is on Saturday, April 2nd. There's going to be over 40 different vendors there. And remember, parking and admission is always free. For more information on that event, you can go to gardenpalooza.com.
You can also go to gardentime.tv for any other information about today's show. William and I thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next week here on Garden Time.
Create a beautiful living space both inside and out with the help of Terra Casa.
Outside, you'll find pottery, fountains, and decor to make your garden unforgettable.
And inside, there are home furnishings and just the right accents to make your home warm, inviting, and most importantly, comfortable.
Terra Casa has a huge selection of merchandise to fit any home or budget. Plus, we still have all the unique and distinctive gifts that you have come to expect from Terra Casa.
Terra Casa in downtown Damascus.
Standard TV and Appliances, the place to buy luxury appliances and more.
I agree. At Standard, I got the best selection, best price, and the best service.
Standard carries top brands like Wolf, Sub-Zero, Decor, Genair, GE, and KitchenAid with great deals on washers, dryers, ranges, and more.
Shopping at Standard is a slam dunk.
Setting the standard since 1947, Standard TV and Appliances.
Come to the 14th Annual Garden Palooza April 2nd at Fur Point Farms. See over 45 plant growers and garden vendors. Free parking and free admission. Stop by and enter to win a garden arbor from Garden Gallery Ironworks. Garden Palooza Saturday, April 2nd at Fur Point Farms in Aurora.
The proceeding was a paid program of the Guston Creative Group and its sponsors.